Hello. Welcome to Blackopolypse. Your host, Alstallio, lumbering to the slumber alone, feeling all lonely. Like, so here's the thing: when you have black people as co-hosts, you know they ain't gonna be on time, innit? Black people are never on time. Never. You're like 9 o'clock, man. And they turn up at like 20 past. You know, there's a remedy for that actually. What you gotta do is you gotta tell them like, okay, be there at 8:30, be there at 8:30, and they'll probably get there for 9. Actually, I'm gonna change the time next week. Maybe 8:30, so 9 o'clock my time. Sorry, 7. I'm gonna say to them, call it 7:30 from now on. 7:30, and yeah, we'll be good. We'll get you guys in time, man. Anyway, I hope everyone's all right. We're having a lovely Christmas. Actually, I want to start the show, man, but I can't do it alone, man. That's so stupid. 1 second. Let's see what's been bothering me. What's been bothering me this week? Oh, Nigel won't be here today. He is on a sabbatical. So we'll hopefully see him after Christmas, after the New Year, shall I say. Oh, what was it? Oh, yeah. Well, could someone answer me why someone thought? Actually, I'm gonna ask. I've got Mrs. Mayo on my. She's joining me right now, and I can ask her actually. Hey, sweetie, what's going on? Oh, it'll take you a couple of seconds.
Good over here. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I need to check my sound.
I can hear you.
Brilliant. Can you hear me? Okay, cool. I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you guys before.
Actually, it's just me at the moment, man. It's actually gonna be one.
You just yourself?
Well, there's probably gonna be 2 other people joining, but I'm waiting. Simon's probably gonna join, and.
Oh, okay. Sorry that I'm late. I'm just trying to get in because I decided to switch from phone to laptop.
Okay.
Yeah. So, how are you? Looking forward to the Christmas?
Yeah. But first, I want to kick off at it because I was actually in the middle of something. I want to ask you, which black person decided that yesterday we're all gonna get superpowers?
Well, as you know, everything we do catches on. I don't know. Do you know what? It's something that I've noticed that people are following these affirmations all the time, aren't they? Like this little thing that's got a daily guidance, spiritual guidance of the universe. Yeah. Like, so I believe it's just alignment. Like, I'm here for it. Listen, superpowers, positive energy. I am definitely here for this. I'm here for this.
So what did you get?
I think I just got more bougie. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think I just got more like just war in it, just war. Well, you know what I mean? I'm a person where I think that I'm an empath, so I feel I'm very in tune with myself and my surroundings and my environment. So if people are out here getting powers, I'm getting some of them too, innit? Yeah. I ain't worked out yet. I ain't fully worked them out yet. Well, I had powers before the 21st, so
okay.
You know what I mean? I think
I got.
You know how it goes.
I think I would have liked to. I would have liked to have got at least super speed or invisibility. That would have been good. Invisibility. Then I would be appearing everywhere. But I think super speed would have been nice.
Speed. I think speed's important. Very, very true. Yeah, if you could have one power, that's what it would be, yeah? Speed.
Probably speed, yeah. I don't know why.
Okay. I'm thinking to myself, if I had a power, have you watched Heroes before?
Yeah.
Have you seen that series?
Yes, I love it.
Oh, it's brilliant, and it's my favourite. And I think this is why I'm just here for the power talk, because I'm a Marvel fan.
Yeah.
DC, X-Men, all of that. Yeah. So yeah, if I had a power, I think it would probably be the one where you can control minds.
Oh, there was a guy called Siler in there, and he used to he could take everybody else's power. That would be an interesting power to have, but I guess you wouldn't. Yeah, I guess this wouldn't really.
Yeah. No, but remember, he could still get got. Do you remember? They got him and managed to like get it off him somehow.
Yeah, that's true. The one woman, was it the one? One of them.
Remember one that could read your mind? The girl that could read your mind, and she knew what everyone was thinking.
Yeah.
That was quite, and the one that could go back in time. That was quite good.
Yeah, you know Hero. That was Hero, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hero.
I'm throwing on one, but yeah. But yeah, so
I liked Heroes, man. It was really good. Well, I was actually some other stuff I was thinking about this week, man. Sorry, you know me, I'm always stressing about something. Although I actually trying to keep this quite positive this week. But there's still a couple of things I wrote down in my notes. You know, I have a little note thing going on for the podcast to make it keep some kind of structure. We got to bring structure into it. Oh yeah. We got Kendra. Are you with us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Hi.
How y'all doing?
How's it going? Can you hear us? Are we delayed or no? I don't think so.
No, I said, how y'all doing? Can y'all hear me?
I hear we're fine. Yeah. Do you have a video or no video?
I thought it was going. I don't know what happened. Can you see me now?
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll ask you to start.
No, we can't see you yet, girl.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh, almost. Anyway, what was the next thing I was going to talk about was do you know when you don't feel very well?
Yeah.
And then this is just something that occurred to me recently. You know when you don't feel very well, and then you think to yourself, oh, I don't know, you get an itchy foot or something, and then you think to yourself, oh man, this is crazy. What is this? Should I go to the doctor? But you don't naturally go to the doctor now. You kind of think to yourself, I'm gonna go on the internet and find out what an itchy foot means. Have you ever gone on the internet and done a search for a symptom and came away thinking to yourself, oh my god, I got cancer or something?
Yeah.
Isn't that just crazy? Because look, I think you'll even get advice sometimes from doctors if you got a problem. They'll be like, yeah, go and have a look on Google and see what it is. And I'm like, no way, man. No way I'm looking. If I have a twitch in my eye or something and I go and check on Google, that means I'm having, I don't know, stroke, or that's brain tumor or something crazy. Oh my God, no. I ain't gonna get myself lost in that, man. So, Kendra, I can see ya.
All right, good.
I think you need some lighting or something. I could just see a silhouette.
Yeah, hold on for just a second.
Actually, Kendra's been someone I've been trying to get on for a minute, for 2 months. You was supposed to come in October, wasn't it?
Yep.
It was a while.
So do the introductions then.
Kendra, this is well, when Kendra's set up, then I can.
Oh, okay. Say nothing.
We might have Kendra's from Ohio.
Yep, I'm from Ohio.
Ohio.
Wow.
What's it good? Is it called the Big 8? Is that it?
Oh nah, just Ohio. Buckeye State.
Yeah. We actually have a woman, a regular on our show. She's from Ohio too. She was looking forward to talking to you. Whether she'll make it or not, I don't know. But she was saying she was looking forward to talking to you.
That's dope.
Yeah. So.
Wow, that's really cool though. So you're all the way from, is it America, yeah? South or North?
Midwest.
North Midwest, yeah.
Oh, Midwest. You're right in the middle. Yeah, so I live in the Midlands of my island that we're calling mine, but yeah, England.
Your island's in trouble, man. Hey, Miss Mayor, your island is in trouble. You
Oh
guys
my
got
gosh.
COVID. Also, I didn't even want to talk about that, actually. I didn't want to talk about that. I'm trying to keep positive today. We're not even going to talk about it, sack it.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be fine.
Yeah, we gonna be okay.
You guys are going to be right. You guys are going to be all right.
I thought the whole world had that, though. Is it just our island, yeah?
Now the whole world's got it. But you guys apparently got a new breed, a new strain, you know, like an advanced strain, well, it's killing people faster. Oh, man, I went negative again. Sorry.
So, yeah, okay. Swerve, let's jump back onto what we came on for.
All right. Let's talk to Kendra for a bit, man. Kendra,
what's going on?
You know, when I wrote you, I can't remember what it was. I think you were starting a business or something?
Yeah, I write books.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You write books. What was your book about? Oh, Kendra, this is Mayo. I'm Alstallio. I'm the host.
You always call me Mayo, and it's Major.
Mayo. You know what it is? I don't say the J anymore because I've been living in Germany for so long and I don't pronounce J, so it's Mayo. And I also speak Portuguese.
Mayo. Why do we say Mayo? Okay, so J is pronounced yeah.
Yeah.
In Germany,
Major.
right?
It always was, or Spanish or any of these. This silent, isn't it? J. Mayo. Okay, Major.
Okay.
Miss Major. Okay, Major. We got Miss Major.
In the US, we say Major.
Yeah, Major. And then
you say Major?
Yeah, we say Major.
Thank you, Major. I like that. Major. Yes, I'll have that. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet y'all too.
All right, cool. Anyway, get back. Kendra, what was your book about? It was something really interesting. Sorry, man, I lost the conversation. It was so long ago. We said we would talk. Can you give us a quick summary?
I got like 4 books out right now.
Okay.
So my first 3 books, they're all in a series. They all follow a group of friends. It starts off with Playing Games to Reboot. Playing Games to Reboot is a lesbian love triangle.
Okay.
So this girl, she's in love with one girl and in lust with another one. Follows up with her best friend. Got the next story. The next story is Players Boss.
Okay.
The next story is Players Boss, an erotic romance about what one woman can do for you that multiple can't. So, you know, being single, doing what you do, or being in a relationship. You feel me? Secret Rendezvous is the next book. That's about, it's a romance as well, lesbian romance as well, dealing with self-addiction and denial. These two were in a couple back in the day, but this girl got her heart broke, so now she like, oh, I'm cool on you. Like, she like, nah, baby, let's revisit what we had in the past.
Wow. I'm interested. I want to read the whole.
You need to. I got all 5 stars on all of my books on Amazon.
Amazing. Oh my days. I'm blown away. I'm like, what?
I also have a poetry book too.
Listen, I got my bestie in there. My bestie's in the kitchen. She can hear you. She's out there going, what? She's listening to the
Make sure you read my books with caution, though. You better have somebody next to you or a toy or something.
Oh, I got plenty of them. Plenty of
all right, bet. You good then. You all set to read then.
Okay.
Can you give me the title of your first 3, or at least one of the 3 books so I can find you on Amazon, Kendra?
Playing Games to Reboot.
Playing Games to
I need
Reboot.
To wait.
Players Ball. Secret Rendezvous. And Word Therapy is my poetry book.
Good. Oh man.
Bring it. Come in here.
Can you get that in Germany? Wait there. Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Because what I realized that sometimes, you know, sometimes when you look for a book, it's not available in certain regions. Like I had to ask a guy the other day about his book because it wasn't available in Germany. I was like, well, why is your book? And he said he didn't know it was the publisher. So I'm going to check if it's just available in maybe in England or English speaking countries.
It should be available everywhere. If it's not, I'll send you a copy myself.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you on the socials?
Yes, I'm on Facebook, Instagram. I got a Twitter, but I don't usually be on it. Facebook and Instagram.
Instagram's my home. So who are you on Insta? Like, what's your name on Insta? What's your handle?
Author Kendra Spencer.
Right. You're gonna have to spell that for me because you get me. 1 minute. I'm going on.
Okay.
Right now. To make sure. I need to read these books. They sound interesting to me. So right, okay. I'm on Instagram. What do I type?
All right. AUTA
A-U-T-O.
A-U-T-H.
Yeah.
O-R.
Oh, author. Yeah, got that bit.
No, it's
Kendra.
Arthur.
My first name, Kendra. My last name, Spencer.
Kendra. Okay, yeah, author Kendra.
Spencer. S-P-E-N-C-E-R.
Okay, Spencer. I found you. Yeah, got you. Okay, I'm following. Okay, amazing.
No, you're not available in Germany, man. What's this? I can't take this.
You said I'm not?
I have to shoot somebody. Hold on.
Oh gosh.
Wait there.
Not
I'm gonna check out. Are you on Audible?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I didn't sign up for that yet. You said I'm not available in Germany?
No, I ain't in Germany.
Oh, I didn't know that. I will fix that though.
Maybe it's just because, like I said, there might be like, you're not going to be able to sell it to anyone in Germany because everyone speaks German, even though there's a lot of English speakers here.
Yeah, probably it. But if you inbox me after this, let me know what you want to purchase and I'll send it to you.
All right, man.
yeah, definitely. We'll have a good look for your page and stuff.
So Kendra, what was your inspiration for the books then?
My inspiration, it came actually from just living life. Like I was a kid and I loved to read. And I was reading these books and it was like they characters didn't cuss or act like me and my friends. So I'm like, I want to read this. Like they don't even act like me and my friends do.
Okay.
And then one day this girl, she handed me a book by Sister Soul, No Disrespect.
Yeah.
And she just opened my whole eyes. Like I didn't know we had like black writers, like, and these characters cuss and they act like us. Like so I was like, okay, I know I can do this now.
So wait it was a big inspiration, like a black writer, because like we don't get the things. Sorry.
Zane, she's one of my biggest inspirations.
Zane.
Yep.
Never heard of her. See, this is the thing in Europe. We don't get told nothing, man. Really,
she's the queen of erotica.
Oh.
Okay, and her name's Zane, Z-A-N-E.
Yep. Her and Sister Soldier, those are my biggest two inspirations.
I'd love to, Wayne, there's another lady that you need to bring on here. Her name's Chantal. She's got a book called All G'd Up. So it's like, obviously in England, in Birmingham, we have a hood. It's called Handsworth. And it's like, that's the ends, So that is probably, I don't know, that's you guys, when I hear Detroit or you hear New York, Battle Shore. You get me, like the ends,
Right.
So she's written like erotica, but that from that perspective, does that make sense? And it's so G'd up, man. It's all G'd up, isn't it? That's what it's called. But I'm definitely going to link you guys together because I think she'd be inspired by you.
All right, I mean? What's her name?
Her name's Chantal. Chantal the author, she calls herself.
Okay, I'm gonna look her up.
Chantal Guy, Shan Guy on Instagram, and All G'd Up. She's on Amazon as well. So if you type in All G'd Up in Google, you'll see her thing. But she would be interested when I tell her about you. I'm gonna be like, read these books, girl. Do you know what I mean?
I'm gonna look her up too.
Try to keep up with you guys, all G'd up.
No, but you know what? It's real life, and this is why it's education. When I was probably 10, about 10, I'm trying to think, was I in? Yeah, I must have been in secondary school. I hope I was, right? But I used to nick my sister's books, and she used to have a lot of Mills and Boons. Do you remember them?
Oh,
back in the day, Mills and Boons, and the erotica point romance, and it's kind of like a coming of age thing that girls do and don't talk about. So it's interesting when you meet writers that really put their talent and their craft into, because literature is not a joke. Like I really respect literature. I respect it to the T. So when you've got the talent to do erotica and storylines and touch subjects that people don't usually touch.
Yeah,
niche. Show.
Oh yeah, I touch a lot of those too.
Like it's interesting, So you
got to be creative in the way you do it too. You can't just talk about the subject. Like you got to get finesse with it. Like you got to be right, like to get the full effect of it.
Yeah. So. And so I'm interested, and because obviously you're from overseas as well, getting that vibe on it, it's going to be
for sure.
I'm excited to read it.
Make sure you check out the poetry book too. I think you will like that. That's where I love. Like I just showcased everything that I was feeling that was heavy on my heart, and I just wrote it into a little poem, like spoken word style, in a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how easy was it for you to publish a book, for you to get it from in your head to on the paper to Amazon?
Distribution.
Yeah.
Writing the book is the easy part. That's really the easy when you sit down and write the book. That's the easy part. I did a lot of my writing too in school because when I first started writing, I was in school. So writing was what kept me out of trouble because I get done with my work fast and want to act a fool. But then I started writing and that kept my attention and people started loving it in school. Like girls was coming up to me like, I need you to write 10 pages tonight. I'll do your homework. Like,
and then when you realize that you could eat up the writing.
Yeah, that got me big head. Like, and then I switched high schools in the middle of writing, and it was the same thing. So I'm like, okay, I'm on the right path here. Like, but as far as self-publishing, I ended up publishing myself because I went through the route of looking for a publisher, finding an agent, and I was actually told that there wouldn't be a market because the books were about lesbians.
I mean, that's a niche market, isn't it? It's like when you're writing about lesbian, because it's not a new thing, but because it's becoming like kind of normal.
Right.
You know, it's been not normal for a long time, but now because it's normal, you've kind of hit the right spot, man, where you can quickly grab. You know what I mean?
Right. You're right. Now I got my path really set out for me now.
Yeah, you got the potential
now
to like
love this shit.
when you get rich, make sure you sponsor us.
I got you.
I know I've joined this a bit late. But
Simon.
how you doing? You okay? So I'm not on video. I'm driving. I'm just come back from work. But how many books have you wrote? And is it something new, or have you wrote books from like a young age?
I have 4 books, and yes, Playing Games Reboot is actually a reboot of the first edition. I originally wrote it in high school and published it in like 2000. The first time I published it was like 2010, and then I republished it in 2012. But recently, like 2 years ago, I published it again with Playing Games the Reboot. But it's the same book. It's just more add into it because I've grown as a writer and I've grown through life. So I just wanted to make sure that my characters are well-rounded. The plot is actually solid. You know, I wanted to show how much I've grown. So that's why I did the reboot of it.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Real writer skills there. Like we leveled up. So we edit that. And,
right. Because I was thinking like if I start a movie, I can't have this one basic and all the other ones not. So I had to go rewrite it.
I do that. I always go back in my stuff and edit and bring everything up to level.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I hear that. No, that's really good. I'm really excited.
Actually, you're right about that because I was looking at some of my older songs, you know, because like I was a producer for a long time, and I was listening to some of the old songs.
Didn't know that way.
I know, yeah. There's a lot of. I'm deep, man. That's the thing. I'm very deep.
Wow, so much about you.
Yeah, so I've been yeah, and when I was listening to my old songs, I was thinking to myself, actually, I could probably still use this, man, and go back to it and really like just polish it a little bit more and then re-release it, man. Really, so there's a lot of things to be learned from your past. You know what I mean? The past is kind of like the sketch. Right. Then as you get older, you can start like expanding on the sketch. You know what I mean? That's what I realized with everything else. So just because it was old doesn't mean it's not useful. Or it's not meant to be something in the future. So, so you're onto something there. What I want to ask you is, you said in your little biography that you're fascinated by animals.
Yeah, I love animals. I'm an animal lover.
What was your connection with animals? I mean, I'm trying to figure out, do black people like animals? That's a good question, man. That's a good question. Look, remember, black people got a natural fear of dogs, and we're scared of dogs, man. We're scared of dogs, man. I know
we don't.
It's not a natural fear of dogs.
It's a certain percentage of us that got that fear of dogs.
Like 95%.
I think times have changed now. I think maybe our grandparents weren't really animal people. Mm-hmm. But I think our generation, we get down with pets and animals and household, companions.
Just for your answer, Kendra, you know, I remember when I first got close to my first like big animal, like a horse. I know that's not that big, but a horse or a cow. And I was thinking to myself, I felt like I was overcome with a bit of fear. I was like, this kind of big still. What if he just kicks me or something? So I think
big stuff.
You've been next to a horse, man.
Of course, I've been next to a horse.
And then they like do that sneezing thing, and you're like, yo, don't do that too close to me. So Kendra, what first of all, what's your favorite animal, and how did you become so fascinated by them?
My favorite animal would probably be like a wolf.
Yeah, nice animal actually. To be fair,
A
very
wolf.
nice. They're closely connected to the dog, innit?
Yeah, because I love dogs. I grew up, my next door neighbor when I was a kid growing up, she had so many dogs. She had fucking birds, cats. She had a whole bunch of animals. And that was my babysitter, so I was always around the animals. Like,
okay.
So you don't, well, you like big cats. I guess.
I like big cats too.
So lions.
Yeah, I wouldn't go near one. I ain't trying to pet one, but I admire it from a distance, you know, on video, picture.
On video, you know.
Have you guys ever seen a real lion?
Yeah,
have any of you guys ever seen a real lion?
I've been to Africa, man. I've been to Africa, man.
Oh, not have you really?
Yeah,
wait.
At the zoo.
Those lions are like Tanzania.
Kenya, yeah?
No, Tanzania.
Kenya you went? Tanzania. And what did you think about the lion when you saw it? No, because I have to pause on this because I've seen an African lion and it is the most breathtaking beast. Yeah, it's huge. Like, did you not see it?
The thing is, though, with lions, I think they're massively overrated. To be fair, I think a gorilla, I think a silverback is way more like.
Well, I've never seen. I've never seen one.
There's a silverback, the big
monkey.
Real life.
Silverback mad.
No, because I now know when you see these things in real life to when you see that on telly, it's a complete different thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I've never seen a silverback.
You never seen a big monkey, the big gorilla?
Yeah, but like I see that the British ones and the African ones are two different stories.
I think they're way more
they're
majestic.
Huge.
Yeah.
Like seriously, next level of big. And I was like, oh my days.
Have y'all ever seen a cheetah in real life?
What's that?
A cheetah.
I'd love to. But probably in the safari park. I think
my mom was sitting at a bus stop one day and a circus was in town and a cheetah escaped and it sat right next to her. She said the trainer came up to her and was like, do not move. Don't move. Because he was sitting right next to her. It worked out good, but it could have been bad.
Yo, I would have got, I don't care how fast that cheetah is. I would have been fast. I would have been 2 miles an hour faster than that cheetah.
That's what you think. You they're trying to run off. I'm trying to not move.
I'm not moving. Man, I'm not even gonna
break down, screaming.
The thing is, in that case, you're kind of doomed if you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, and it like you're gonna be killed anyway. So you might as well just take it.
Well, they say you got to punch them in the nose, innit? And an animal, like a wild animal.
Yeah.
No, faster move.
Like straight in the nose.
Yeah, that's
gonna bite me. It's got my arm in its mouth, and I can feel the teeth. I'm going for the nose and the eyes. You know, like
I'd go for the eyes. I'd go for the eyes.
Yeah, you guys.
Trying to save my arm.
Fantasy world, man. Next question is shift. You like books about shifters in the paranormal?
Yeah.
Have you ever had any like personal experiences with the paranormal or shifters? No, shapeshifters.
Not shifters.
I'm assuming shapeshifters.
Yeah, I'm talking about shapeshifter, but I never had any experience with that. But like spirits and stuff, I do believe in that.
You never had any experience like crazy, like things floating in the distance?
I saw my cousin at his funeral once.
Wait a second. Of course. Wait a second. Of course you saw your cousin at his funeral. He was there, man.
Yeah,
whole family.
Stop it.
No, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I was like 12. I was like 12. It was my first funeral, and everybody was talking about him. And I was just looking up, like I looked around the church, and it bought his picture on the wall. Like I saw a quick vision of him, and he was clapping, like he was listening on, laughing and clapping too.
Yeah. Yo, that's scary, man. That's scary.
Yeah. Wow. I talked to my older cousin about it. She said that actually runs in our family, like so we're used to seeing like things that other people really don't see for real.
Okay. Do you know they have I don't know if it's a Jamaican tradition. Laverne, are you Jamaican?
Yeah.
No, but I was raised as Jamaican.
Are you Jamaican, Kendra?
No, my wife is.
Okay. We say I think it's after. I don't know if it's just in Jamaica or everywhere else, but it's after 3 days. Yeah, after 3 days, your relatives, your dead relatives, come visit you again, so you might see them or feel them in the house.
Oh
they
yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
My little
you mean
cousins,
in the 9 nights?
So what was that?
Is that not what they call 9 night when they do the 9 night? So during that time, they're supposed to be visiting. No,
I don't know, man. All I know is it's supposed to be there, man. It's supposed to be there after a couple of days.
Yeah, I believe that's true. My aunt, she passed in May, and I had 2 copies of her obituary, and I had one upstairs in my room and one downstairs in the basement. And we had left one day, and I had the obituary downstairs in my basement. It was like on the table, and when I came back, it was printed out. Like the first page was printed out. Like I didn't print it.
Really?
I asked my kids, I'm like, did y'all do this? They like, we didn't do this. We don't touch your stuff. Yo. So she printed out a page of herself.
Yo, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So do you read books about like the paranormal and stuff, or do you watch like
I do.
Is there gonna be a book in the future about it?
It actually is. I've been playing with the idea. Like my kids like fantasy too, so I'm gonna let them help me out with it. But yeah, it's coming.
So that means at some point your books are probably turning into like horror films. I mean, either romantic films or horror films.
Yeah.
What you could do actually is what I would picture something actually. You could pretty much start off as like a romantic, like
novel,
same-sex relationship. I had this conversation before. Saying lesbian is not all right, or is that all right for you?
It is. It's okay.
All right. Because some people say it's not okay.
Some people don't like when you say the word dyke. That's the only really expensive.
This one I wouldn't say. Oh, this is very bad. Okay, so you can start off as a lesbian couple going into the forest and then meeting a ghost animal. Yo, I think that would sell.
Nah, I do something a little bit more crazier than that.
Go on then. What would you think of?
What's more crazy than that?
I mean, a ghost animal. I don't know. You gotta build up to it. Like you gotta start off slow with the thrill at first. Like maybe little stuff missing around the house. You keep hearing footsteps, cabinets is banging closed and shit. Stuff like that. And then you build up to the anticipation of somebody got killed in that house and now they show themselves to you.
Oh, Jesus
and
Christ.
they want you to get out.
I'm already scared, man. I'm already scared. All right, let me see. I'm trying to go.
Come to writing the things that you write about. Hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry, what was that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you started writing, did you sort of have to go and take any sort of classes to learn how to structure the stories, or did you just use the fact that you wrote from a young age and you kind of knew how to throw a story together, like a whole book together, or did you have to find some kind of structure, you know, a beginning, middle, or an end, you know, some kind of suspense, some kind of heartbreak, or whatever it is? How do you go about sort of getting everything down?
Well, I always had a natural affinity for writing, so English was actually always my strong point. So I understood the structure of things, but I also did research as a kid. Like I would go to the library a lot. If I couldn't buy the book because I couldn't afford it, I would jot down notes. Like I always took notes on that stuff. I did a lot of research as far as like word usage. Like you don't want to say it too many times, especially on one page. So I aim to say it one time on a page, and then I'll use other words like. So in that area, I did do a lot of research as a kid, but as far as drawing on like the themes, the heartbreak, the love, everything that's in my book comes from a piece of me. I put a little piece of me in all of my books. So even at a young age, I was able to draw from experiences to throw it into my books because I want people to read it and feel it's authentic, it's real, it's raw. This shit's really going on. You understand?
Yeah. How long does it take you to write a book?
Yeah, man, I need to start reading some of your stuff, man. I bet that's the question. Like, how long does it take? Oh, okay, see, actually, I've got. Does it vary? Because the thing I just thought straight away is, as musicians, sometimes we can make a track, like a complete track, almost ready in less than a day. Other times it can be like a painstaking few months of going back and changing and like you referred to earlier on, you know, you go back in and you just sort of like make it better, you know, or fiddle around with it until it's in a much better space. Sometimes it happens like that where it takes months. Other times it's just inspiration that you get and you can make a whole track in like a day. Do you get that with your writing as well, where you could almost feel like you could write the whole book just out there straight away?
Yes, and it definitely does vary too. Like some days I get an idea and I can just write nonstop. I can be at work, but I'm still writing in between what I'm doing. Like it can be nonstop, but then other times I get writer's block. I might have to walk away from it, then come back to it. And then for me as well, I want everything to be perfect. Like it got to be just right. And then so I go through like 3 drafts before I actually even send it to my editor to look at. Like I don't know, it has to be perfect for me.
That's cool, man.
That's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool.
I remember Eckhart Tolle. I don't know if you know him, or Eckhart Tolle. He's the guy who said that he used to write. He was from Germany, so he used to write, and then like something would just tell him, look, you can't write here anymore. And then he moved to obviously California, and he used to like walk around, and in some places he could write better than other places. You know, he was more inspired. Something to do with energies. Something to do with energies and stuff. So I don't know if you have the same kind of thing. If you think, oh, I can't write here, but if I go out to a lake somewhere, or I don't know, the beach. But then again, you know, Ohio, there's no beaches there.
No, there's no beaches in Ohio. We got a place called the beach, but it's not actually a beach. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. I write better typically when I'm at work because there's no distractions. At home is like, I got to do the laundry. I need to do the dishes. Look at this mess. I should clean up. Like, it's too many distractions at home.
You know, I'm just like, are you supposed to be working? At work. Are you not supposed to be working and not writing? Unless you write at work, then that's obviously 2 birds, 1 stone.
Right. You get paid to do what you want to do.
Yeah. Well, I want to move on now because it says in your bio that you're a semi-professional football player.
Yeah.
What the hell?
What is it? The women's? What is it? The women's semi-pro football league. Women's
Football Alliance is the league.
Yeah. What is that? What exactly? Like, you don't really see. It's like we got football, we got soccer. You guys call it soccer. We got football down here, and the female version of our game, the male game, is coming up a lot now. So you see a lot of it going around. But I've never seen the female version of American football. I assume it's American football.
Yeah, it's American football. Yeah.
I've never seen the females play it. I've never seen the females play it.
The one with the big helmet and the big shoulders and all of that.
Yep.
Yeah, she'll take us out. Kendra will take us out. Just me. She's one of them. What's it called? The defense people.
I am. I actually do play defense. I'm the middle linebacker. I'm the captain of the defense too.
Yeah, you'll take us out with one. What is that?
One spike. Cool though. It's really good. How long have you been doing that for?
I've been doing that since I was 19, so 12 years.
Oh, okay.
12 years.
Oh, wow.
And a good question about this, because you always hear about the connection to the brain when you keep getting these hits. Is that something that's an issue in the women's game? You know, what's it called? Concussions.
I mean, you get concussions, but you take care of yourself properly and you get back into the game.
Oh my God. Yeah, because we have rugby obviously in England. And rugby is
what you're talking about there is that, yeah, what you're thinking. Sorry, let me just jump in. Like what you're thinking of is more to do with like football over here, like as in like our game where it's probably the same with boxing where we talk, constant hits to the head. But you got to remember with American football as well, you've got a lot of protection because of how high impact it is in the. No, but I know it doesn't matter, but those protections do make the difference between having a concussion and having permanent brain damage, I guess, from getting a blunt force trauma to your head compared to having some kind of protection, having some kind of padding on you. But it's like boxers and say like our footballers, because they're heading the ball constantly, and the old balls that they used to have back in the 50s and 60s that were just so heavy, it literally was like giving people slow.
Oh gosh.
We do have.
How much does the stuff help you?
Was that size? Sorry, your receptions.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, how much does the protection actually help? I mean, does it hurt when you get taken out? Does it actually hurt, or do you feel quite protected?
I think it hurts the most when you don't see it coming. When you get blindsided, that's when it hurts
God.
the most.
You can't tense up in it. You can't go into defensive mode. It's just like boom.
Man, I had a girl knock the wind out of me before. I never saw it coming. I got up like,
Yeah.
Oh my! I would have been with me and her for the whole game.
Yeah.
You know what it was? Doesn't it not get intense because it's females?
Oh yeah, it's
You know what I mean?
it's super intense. When we won the championship in 2016, I believe, we had a girl get ejected from the game because she was so upset. She was like, "Oh, y'all ripped my jersey!" Like she rolling around on the ground like a 2-year-old. Like they had to really escort her off of the field because she wouldn't leave. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
we had an incident one time where we fought the other team. It was our rivals, and they kept doing dirty hits. Like,
okay,
picked up our quarterback and they dunked her on her head. So everybody came off the sidelines. yeah. That's they played.
I want to come to America. It sounds like it goes off.
That's the thing we have to always warn our new people about. Like, hey, we're getting ready to play Kentucky. They play dirty. Make sure you got all your protection up.
Oh God. Can you imagine? It's got a lot of adrenaline for you, though, right?
It is, and it's a great way to get out anger too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
True.
Is that your biggest honor then, winning the championship in 2016?
No, actually, my biggest honor would be my teammates naming me captain.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Because, when I came to the team, I was only 19. Like, and I was young. I was immature. I was arrogant. Like, I remember I cussed out my coach at one point in time, and I quit the game in the middle of the game because it pissed me off. Like,
you can't tell me I'm not that good. I'm better than that. I'm the better than these. I can hear you.
It wasn't even that. It was like he cussed me out. I did something wrong on the play, so he took me out the game. He cussed me out, and he patted me on my ass and told me to get back out there. I'm like, bro, you touched my ass, like.
You're a left hook. Boom.
Man. So me at 19, I cussed him out and I quit the game. But then, like, to know years later, for those same group of women to turn around and see how much I've grown and to be able to say, you know what, you should be captain. Like,
that's excellent, man.
All
right.
I just had to mute because I don't even could hear my kids running down the stairs. I thought, let me just go on mute. So I'm here.
Okay, just wrap up a little bit with Kendra. You got kids, haven't you, Kendra?
Yes. Me and my wife had 3.
3 kids.
Yep.
Was this? I don't get too personal, but was that before with a man, or I don't know?
She has kids prior to me. Yes.
Okay, so you was always like, because my sister's actually the same as you. I don't know. I don't know how to refer.
Lesbian.
I don't want to say that. My sister said she doesn't like that. My sister said she doesn't like that word, so she says,
is she masculine?
She's more masculine. Yeah, she's
just call her a masculine woman.
Yeah, she's like she says homosexual is better. But I don't know if that's an English American thing. You know, English people like one word, and Americans like, it could be that.
Probably, because we don't mind lesbian here.
All right, good then. That's good. So yeah, because my sister was she was straight before, and then she changed all that, and she really likes it. She's married to a female, so yeah. I don't know how to. I'm sorry, man. I've been so long out of the game, and it.
Sorry, but this is just so funny to listen to. I just have to say this straight. I mean, like, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. I've never seen somebody tiptoe. Let me just say this.
So what do you say about me, Si? What do you say about me the whole time?
Somebody tiptoe round calling a spade.
Yo.
Right? Looking at a car and going, it's that one of those things with the 4 wheels. I don't really want to call it that, man. It's just like, you drive them on the road, but man, it's she's a lesbian, homosexual, whatever you want to call it. She's in love with a woman, so that's how you date. And I don't know why people dance around it so delicately. You're just happy, man. We are who we are, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lesbian way. I just thought I'd help you out with that before you danced.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks, Si. Kendra, what football team?
Back to man code, Si.
Wait, sorry, quickly, Kendra, back to football. Do you support college football or the NFL? Which one do you prefer?
I prefer watching the NFL, but I do watch college too when I can catch it.
Okay, because our homegirl Tanya, she loves college football. She likes watching that stuff. So yeah, I wish she would come on, man. I'm gonna have to write her and see where she is so she can catch it for 5 minutes at least. Okay, what I wanted to talk about anyway now, because we're halfway, well, we're almost most way through the show. I just want to go through some Christmas stuff, man. That I realized because it was actually meant to be a Christmas kind of based show, but because she came on, we was like, sack it. But I want to just fit into the thumbnail that I've made up for the show.
Okay.
Christmas. I want everyone to think of a couple of things that they really like about Christmas because it's been a bad year. Let's be fair, it's been a rough year for everybody. All these crazy sicknesses and etc. etc. So
yeah, it's just been pressure, isn't it?
It's been a lot of pressure. Yeah, it's been
yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel
changes.
I feel like there's a big change coming. I think there's definitely a big change coming.
So what game have you got for us, Wayne?
Well, I want everyone to think of a couple of things that they really miss about this year's Christmas. Because I don't want to start for you guys, but for example, they closed everything down in Germany. So there's no Christmas markets. And you guys know, obviously, in Birmingham, there's Christmas markets, the Frankfurt market and stuff. This is a tradition here in Germany. I'm not German, by the way, Kendra. I'm actually from England as well.
Okay.
Are you all still up then, Wayne? Are the markets still up, active?
Everything's locked off.
Is it?
Everything's locked off. Everything's closed. You can't even buy clothes. You can't buy anything. You're stuck in your house now. All you can do is buy food shopping and get your car repaired.
Is it tier 4? Is it tier 4 where you are?
Yeah, it's pretty much full lockdown. Yeah, full lockdown.
Wow.
Full lockdown.
When was that this week, or when did that come into play over your?
Last week, 16th.
Okay.
So a week into it, it's going till the 10th to say, but it'll probably go until February. You know how to say, yeah, we'll just do it till the 10th, and then they'll be like, oh no, it's too. The numbers are going up, man. We're gonna do till March. That's what they'll do.
It's just some madness, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I think the restrictions for me. I think what I love about Christmas, if I'm going to answer the question, is going to be the family vibe for me, because my family is in different parts of the country. Yeah. So it's nice to kind of make that effort. When you get that time off work or whatever, you expect to see your family. So I think for me, that's my that's the bit that I miss, knowing that there's restrictions on me where I go. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, obviously, I can do Christmas at home with my actual family, my kids. So I've found a way around it. We move, But yeah, so that was my contribution.
Okay. I can say. I miss Oh, do you want to say something, Kendra?
Yeah, I was just gonna say Christmas for me, I just like being around, my family or whatever. But 2020 hit me personally with everything that's going on. I lost 2 of my family members, 2 close family members. So for me, I don't know, it's just starting new traditions with my wife and the kids. So that's what I'm just gonna hold on to, and I'm grateful for this Christmas.
I think for me, like I said, I'm sad because I can't come to England. My mom has birthday in January. Like obviously on New Year's Day, I can't come over. Normally I try and get across either Christmas or at the start of the New Year, but I can't do either of it because obviously in England it's really crazy at the moment. You can't even get in the country anymore. And then obviously after the 31st, I got this Brexit thing going on. So it's like, oh man, you just don't know when it's going to be all right, which I don't think is anytime soon. But yeah, man, I just want to kind of tell everybody it's going to be, regardless of what happens, we have to stick together, man. We're going to have to, I don't care what these guys say at the top. I think we should completely disregard what these guys say and get together as a nation of people. Globally, everyone gets together, man, and figure it out among themselves, because these guys really, they're messing us up completely at the top.
Do you think that? Do you think we should figure it out ourselves, really?
Yes. I think people should go with gut
feeling.
How? Go with gut feeling and figure out what's right, what feels right inside. Because
the problem with
your reception, dude, is you're like a robot.
Like this, and this is where first place.
Yo, sorry.
Any better now?
Now you're good now.
Yeah, sorry. I think it's my headphones. I'm saying we're not given the room to grow the way that we need to, because for God knows how many years now, probably over 100 years, what was loose governments before that used to tell us how to do the basics of things, you know, just collect taxes and just build our roads and everything. They started adding new laws and amendments, not in America, just in England, all over the world. This is what governments were doing year on year, to the point now they control every aspect of our lives because we gave away every part of our liberties one by one. And we didn't see it as a massive thing because it's like they're taking a slice of pizza at a time or a little bit of a pizza at a time, where really they were coming for the whole lot. And now it's hard for us to feel that freedom and feel like we can just come together, because people do come together. They have meetings. I've been to seminars. I've heard amazing speeches. I've seen some mad things that make people think, all right, we're all woke now. But the problem with being woke is that not enough of us in any one place at the moment are woke. So if we want to say have an uprising, we'll be in the minority by 95%, you know, even with all of us coming together. And that's where we have our problems. I think that we even organized and even together, we still only make up a minority. And most people have had hundreds of years of brainwashing to say, oh, the government tell us what to do, so we need to do it. But some good things have come about from it, because like, look at this black economy stuff that's springing up, and people learning about, especially in our communities, about the black businesses, about, you know, black creatives, and not
empowerment,
and more becoming more politically aware in general. Look at how many people in the States voted, more than any people than ever voted ever. About 70% turnout on average. Usually it's 40%. So people are trying to do the different things. There's definitely that unrest where people are saying, you know what, we're going to try and almost challenge the system. The problem is now is how do we? It's not about how, like, can we organize? It's about around how many different narratives and messages are we trying to organize, because what happens is too many chefs spoil the broth, and that's what seems to be happening. Everybody's having a say, and that's why, even though Black Lives Matter is a great thing, that's why it was so easy to pick on them. A lot of people could aim at them because it's saying, oh, the messaging's confused, who leads it, you know, and then they try to paint it as a terrorist organization because there's too many messages coming from too many places, where what we need is to get together around a certain set of new rules as a society and say, that's what we all adhere to. That's what I'd love to see happen.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. But I think people also need to remember too that everybody has their own lane to play. Like, because I hear a lot of people talking and they be so upset, like, oh, well, this person isn't woke, that person isn't woke. Sometimes we're gonna have that. Everybody can't be a general. Sometimes people just got to be a soldier.
I was just about to say. Say, sounds like that. What you're saying is we need leaders, because the reason, like you said, there's always going to be confusion and everyone trying. But what happens is, through confusion will rise a leader. Do you know what I mean? Like science, humanity, it always goes in the same direction. So for me, what I do is I look about the past, like we were talking about earlier. Do you understand what I mean? Because it will show you patterns. You know, all of this algebra, there's a reason why they're teaching you these things. Do you know what I mean? And you see a pattern, and what will be will be. We are not at the top pulling strings. So right about now, what I see you have to do is live your life, because life is one thing that only you can control. That, you know, like what we do from day to day. And I feel like for me, I'm living my life from I look at my kids at the moment and think, my kids are quite spoiled. I remember when I was little, and like I said, you know my background, I was in foster care, so I was around strangers, and I remember thinking, I want to give my kids a different life to this, like they're going to know their mom, do you get what I'm saying? So when I look at them every couple of years and think, what life have I given my children? I realize that we're living good, you know. I don't have no big money, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no big money. I'm still out here like everybody else grafting. But when I look at them and I think, in this corona, we could be like struggling for a roof, like, do you know what I mean? Like majority of the world are suffering. Do you get me? That's the real talk. Like they're suffering, big suffering. So and I know what that feels like. I've been there. Do you know what I mean? So you get, and I know it still exists. But you know, like how I'm living now is far from where I was when I was a kid. Do you get me? So for me, this whole corona thing is about great sufferation. We're living in that time now where the world's gonna suffer. It's happened many times. If you check it from the beginning from way back. Yeah, we've had famines, all of them things. We've had it, right? And then, like I said, from that comes leaders. From that comes a new way of life. We're going to be put under so much pressure, like a diamond, that you're going to have to shine. Someone's got to come through. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not going to be.
And then we got to protect that person too when they do shine.
That's through. Right, and recognize. Yeah. And this is what I can see happening. So even this whole podcast itself, yeah, like I see you, Wayne, as you know, like the person who plant the seed and water the seed and creates a space, and you know, like there's a higher level to it. Do you understand? I also see your energies when you're on here and how you manage the different personalities that come on. And you're very like, you're good, you know what I mean? And it works. And that's your purpose. Do you understand what I mean? And there's more to it. And Simon, you know, he interjects and he picks and he pulls, and I do my bit, and, you know, Kendra does her bit. It's beautiful. So, you know, I just sit here and kind of see from that angle. That's me just giving it some realness. Do you know what I mean? But so there's all that confusion, but there's a bigger picture. Yeah, that's where I'm seeing it from.
Thank you, Miss Major.
You get me? So that was just me. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. That's it.
Maybe good.
Sorry, had to go in. Had to.
You good. Yeah. Well, I see a lot of in America too. Like, even though it's COVID, people on shutdown, cities on full lockdown in some places, but it's a lot of small businesses emerging. A lot of Black people are learning new crafts, learning new things. The kids is learning new things. Like our kids are involved heavily in our business. They could run our tables when we work events. Like,
that's it, man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It don't stop. Like, Corona ain't stop nothing for us. Like, because you still gotta grind. You still gotta
eat. We gotta eat out here. Oh, kids, listen. When they told, listen, you know, okay, let me go in again. Yesterday, I was vexed. This is why I've been disarano all day, yeah, because. Or like I turn on the news. Someone said turn on the news, and I don't like turning on the news. Yeah. But I put the news on, and I make the kids sit down. What am I hearing? The children are going to suffer now. The grants have stopped. There's no food. We sent you vouchers, but now we're stopping the vouchers. Oh my God. They've got celebrities talking about how children are about to starve to death in England. Yeah. That's all propaganda, man. It's all propaganda. What? Listen, it got me so vexed. Because you see me, I get the confusion for the world, but leave the pitney them out of it, man. It gets me mad when they come for the children, you know. It gets me mad. I had to turn off the thing because I'm like, which pitney I starve? Look how much women are around. My neighbours, there's no way if I've got no food, my neighbours ain't gonna feed me. In 2020, in quarantine, really?
Right.
Humans are like, we are alert now. That's why we're out there clapping and banging pan. Every Thursday, yeah. We're like, we know what time it is. Not stupid about kids. Oh, without the voucher, so it put that fear and madness. Yeah. You know what I mean? So but I just thought on that we still got to eat, and it's real talk out here. But you know, it's a mindset as far as I'm concerned. And
it is. And if you ain't got a strong mindset, you're gonna feed into that hysteria and that fear. But the people with strong mindsets, we ain't feeding into that. We're going to take care of our neighbors like we want our neighbors to take care of us.
That's it.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. I think it's important for us to, especially our kids, we're going to teach our kids to have this communal element, you know,
community time
thinking about, how's my neighbor doing? How's my parents doing? Because that's gone, man. With the last couple of generations, that's gone. All I want to do is move away as far as possible and be away.
We were living nice.
Yeah,
we came out of sufferation. I think, you know, the NHS was built, the benefit system was built, the criminal system was built, you know what I mean? The support networks, whatever. So those times what our parents were telling us about, we never saw that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they could squeeze in a one room with a calagas. Did you get them stories?
Yeah.
And everyone was living off £1 or something.
Yeah, man.
You know
of course, obviously, Americans have a completely different history with slavery and all that, you know, mumbo jumbo. So like I said, I think it's important for us to going forward that we all get together as a community and make it happen, man, and not listen to these media, these news, stop buying these newspapers, stop turning on these news outlets, this BBC and all this. They're all talking rubbish. They don't know what they're doing. The best thing that we could do tomorrow is really everyone stops. Sorry for anyone this offends. Stops getting checked for this stupid virus. Really, I think that's the best thing everyone could do. And then we could all be like, people are getting sick from normal flus.
Right.
I'm sorry,
it's flu season.
Flus kill people, unfortunately. That's just flu. Flu will take out so many people. It might even take out me at some point. You never know. Flu kills people, and that's what's happening right now. And people need to just relax and be like, you know what? It is what it is. I could understand if it was like a T virus or something,
Right.
It was turning us into vampires or zombies. I'll be like, okay, guys, we need to listen. But these guys, what they're doing at the moment is they're tearing us apart, really. They're tearing us apart. And
have they introduced the vaccine over where you guys are?
Yeah. England got it first.
We got it first. Yeah, we got it first, and they're going straight for the babe, for the black and the elderly.
Are they making it mandatory?
Not yet.
Not at the
soon.
But they get around that though. They'll just say, no, we're not going to make it mandatory, but they'll tell every single business, you got to have people who are vaccinated coming into your place.
Right.
That's what they do.
You can't come to work.
Yeah.
That's what our hospitals are doing.
Yeah. So either way, they'll push
Are they?
Through.
Yeah, the hospitals are. You got to take the shot for where if you work, like if you're a nurse, you got to.
Lucky for me, that's already in play, yeah?
Yeah, I'm not a nurse.
Okay.
So
Can I jump in just again? I've just actually thought of something actually. In the States, I'm presuming that the insurance companies are probably going to say that you need to have the shot just in case you get COVID at some point in the future and going to need hospitalization or to be on a ventilator or anything like that. So I bet they're forcing people to have the shot anyway, aren't they? I bet there's a lot of the society that's being forced to have it anyway.
I don't know. I don't have any knowledge about that, but I know I'm not taking a shot, even if I do say that. I know how to look stuff up and home remedies.
So that lemon and it's a hot lemon and gravy.
I was going to say as well, quick question. So what is it like in America? Because obviously we only see over here what we see on, the media, Instagram. So like, what is the vibe in America with Black people and, the COVID and what's really going on? Like, is everyone, like you said, taking care of themselves and just cracking on, or,
It depends on where you at. It depends on really the city, the state that you're in. Like where I'm at right now, I'm in Ohio in Columbus. We don't really have, everything's not locked down, but we have like everything starts to shut down around 10 as far as out to eat. Mask, you have to wear a mask out in public, but it's really not stopping anything because you can go out to eat before 10. At the table, you just take off your mask and eat. But when you walk through the restaurant, you wear your mask. But we're still doing events. The Black community is still standing strong together. We have feed the homeless events, or if anybody's hungry, a lot of people have been like putting like a chair or something in their yard where it says like free if you're hungry, books, food, whatever it is. Like everybody's really been encouraging one another. Like if you're hungry, like let somebody know if you need something. Like, and it's, like I said, it's not stopping the money because we still hosting events with our mask on, our distance. And we still getting money. It's just being spent in our communities now.
Yeah, man.
Sounds good. Nice.
And not to I don't want to make it look like we're just for the Black people, because obviously we want our white brothers and sisters to get involved, to Chinese people. Everybody, it's for everybody to come together. You know what I mean? Emphasis on Black people, because Black people seem to be the most distant. I don't know what it is about us. We seem to not want to help each other somehow. We can do it when it's a gang. We want to start a gang for violence. We do that, but when it gets to really, supporting each other, going to Black businesses and stuff like this, it seems to be like, nah, I ain't going there, man. I ain't going there. So,
I think it's behaviors as well, isn't it? Like people are it's just what they're used to. We used to go in, so we just, but now, like you said, the narrative has changed, and there has been a Black pound.
I think also with that negative mindset that people be having about not wanting to shop Black business, it's about when you're engaging with business with somebody, you got to build a rapport with them. Like, so if you just, how can I help you? Nobody wants to go to your business, but when you're actively engaging with the person, even if it's 1 or 20, that builds something within. Other people see that, other people want to shop with you. So what I've noticed is a lot of people, like where I've grown up, I know a lot of people that started businesses that I went to high school with. I see people wearing their clothes all the time. Like I've never really had the experience where people be like, oh no, I don't shop Black owned. Like we support each other.
America's different. America's a different thing though, isn't it? They're very African American, Black, proud. Like they wear that.
Some communities,
you know,
some communities. You do have some people who just like I had a guy tell me one time at an event, it was my book signing, and he was like, "Oh, Cincinnati don't support each other," and I'm like, "Bro, I'm having my event here. I made $100 already. That wasn't even selling books. That was selling raffle tickets. Like, speak for yourself." So, like I said earlier, it's all about the mindset for real. Like, some people just have a negative outlook on life, and they can't see anything besides what they want to see.
All right, cool, man. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up, man. We always start off with a bit of music. You know, we rock the head.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for having me.
It was a blessing to have you part
of the team. Great session.
Blackopolypse. What I want to say is, Kendra, can you give us your book titles again? Give us your website. Give us a shout out, man. Let us know, man, where we can find you.
All right, my books is Playing Games, The Reboot, Players Ball, Secret Rendezvous, and Word Therapy. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at author Kendra Spencer in the search bar. You can also go to my website, www.zoneprints.com. If you want to check out one of my blogs, go to www.zoneprints.wordpress.com.
Yes. We're going to subscribe to everyone. We're going to give you a like. We're going to buy your books. And then we're going to read them live on air. No, we're not going to do that.
I mean, shit, you can if you want to.
Yeah. That's great. I'll definitely be in touch, Kendra. I'll definitely get
bet. I look forward to talking with you. Yeah. And let me know if you want the book so I can ship it to Germany.
Yeah.
I do.
Actually, we got another girl who comes on every now and again. She's a writer as well. She wrote the How to Heal Black Emotional Wounds. Excellent lady. I'm still waiting on her book though. she played me. I'm gonna take, but she's coming on again. Actually, I'm gonna try next time she comes on. I'm gonna try and get you at the same time. That might be a good idea.
I'm gonna look her book up too. Yeah. You said How to Heal Black Emotional Wounds.
Yeah, or something like that. Black Woman's Emotional Wounds, something like this. Yeah. I'll send you the name in a minute.
You were telling me about this. Yeah.
All right, bet. Yeah, send me the name so I can look it up.
Nijama Smalls. Her name is Nijama Smalls. Nijama Smalls.
Got you.
Yeah, man. Miss Major, did you want to say something? Drop us something. I'm still waiting to be involved on your birthday bash, man. I'm mad as hell, man.
Do you know what it is? I was going to open it up to the fellas, but this didn't come to me right. Do you know what I mean? Because I want guys that are going to buy stuff for their females or come and ask me questions about what they want to spice up their bedroom activity. You know what I mean? But they weren't coming at me properly. They were just like, yeah, where's the link? I was just like, nah. So I just kind of kept it for the women. Do you get me this time? But there's going to be 2021 for me. I'm going in. So I'm going to have things for the guys. I'm going to have things for the girls. I'm going to have things for the couples. I want to do the 50+, the silver surfers. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to have variety. Yeah, but let me know and we'll do a little bit. We can do some online games on here, you know, if you want to make like a Valentine's special one day. I don't know. Bring me, Kendra can read a little passage of a erotic novel, you know.
I'm going to pencil that in right now. I'm penciling that in now. That's already a date. 14th of February or that week.
Yeah, February.
Valentine's special,
so
man.
Somewhere along there. And I can bring, you know. Okay, but yeah, so really and truly, I've just been, you know, doing the usual stuff. You know, because I do female empowerment, Kendra, and I work for Ann Summers, which is a bit like, what's her name? Candice in America that does her one.
Candice Owens.
You know, is it Kitty? Yes. No. You know what I'm talking about, innit? She's on Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh no, my wife knows who it is though. Candy Burris or something.
Her own little parties, like a party plan thing. But right. So nothing now until the new year, apart from Christmas Day. I'm probably gonna do a little live, little raffle and stuff. I might do a little auction. So, but yeah, apart from that, it's just happy Christmas and enjoy. You know, don't get stressed. Drink your alcohol, wind up your body, and just enjoy yourself. That's all I got for everybody.
Always I'm digging the nail varnish, man. The red nail varnish is sweet.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, you know what it is? Them shops need to open up in 2 weeks. I'm smiling at the moment, but this is going to be hurting me if the shops ain't open. So, but thank you, Wayne.
Right. So you got anything to say, man? You're showing yourself. The phantom.
I know.
Can you hear me? That's why I didn't have the video on, just in case it ruined the sound. This weekend, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Okay. This weekend on Sunday, I'm going to Wales, to Cardiff. As long as it's not on lockdown, we'll have to see. But maybe I'm going, maybe I'm not. Wink, wink. To film a guy called the Warrior Walker, who's walking around the coastline of the UK to raise money for PTSD charity, Road to Recovery. So I'm going to be doing that. Then next week we're going to hopefully have another song coming out for the charity that I'm working with as well. So I'll let you guys know more about that closer to the time.
Awesome, man. And when exactly we're doing another Igloo Music podcast, and when we're doing that Elusive Redfield podcast, man, that's what we need to figure out.
We're going to do one of them. We're going to do one of them. I think we're going to have Christmas week off, but we can do one next week at some point if you want.
Right.
We did actually say what day we was going to do, but now for the life of me, I can't remember which day it was.
Yeah. All right,
it was
cool,
a Wednesday or a Sunday, I believe.
I think it's a Wednesday, man. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll go for the Wednesday.
No, we'll go for next Wednesday. Yes, okay. All right, guys. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Kendra, it was an honor. Miss Major, Mayor.
Thank you for bringing me.
Absolute pleasure.
Bye,
I'll
Simon.
see you again soon. Simon, you know what it is. See you later, guys. Oh, Merry Christmas, guys.
Have a lovely one. Have a lovely Christmas, guys.
Next week we'll be doing a special. Maybe me alone. I don't know. If anyone wants to join me, I'll be talking about Christmas stuff, getting you guys up to speed what Christmas means. Different songs have strange meanings to them. Yuletide, etc., etc. Join me for that next week, guys. I'm out.
All right. I love it. Do you want me to join to sing a Christmas carol for you?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah.
He's like, nah. Yeah. I'm joking. I'm not going to X up myself. I probably won't even be sober that week, so I'll try. Holler me and I'll see how I feel.
All right. I'll holler, yeah. All right. See you later.
All right, then. Take care.
Bye.
Yeah.
Good night, guys.
Good night.